Yo, currently there's a large eruption going on in Sakurajima right now. A large ash ejection. We can go back. Normally I would have had this ready to just change and have the camera on, but I was benchmarking my computer, so I turned everything that wasn't particularly needed off. But okay, one, two, three. Let's look for a concussive wave and then let's watch it as it happens. I mean, it looks like it's pretty uh, fast moving as far as the actual ash column itself. It's very tall. This is the largest eruption slash ash ejection that I've seen in months. So, as you can see, the ash column, first of all, is going straight up, but it looks very dense. We'll take a look at the other views as well. Here you can see it punching through the little bit of cloud that's there. There hasn't been much activity today that I've seen. Maybe a little bit here or there. I think you can see some stuff on the side of the flank of the mountain here. Once it gets to the top, I'm going to speed through it and we'll go to the other cameras. Like I said, I would have been more on this in real time. I saw it happening real time, but I had the, like I said, 3D Mark. It's a benchmarking software open. And so my computer was, I turn off all extraneous programs in order to really get a good feel of what my computer could do, right? And, well, the recording software that I use was not on because of that. So, okay. And it looks like it's still pumping out. You can see continued ash pushing out. This is quite a tall ash ejection. It's starting to be carried by the wind now, but okay, let's look at this cloud. We'll see if we can see any. It might have been right there, but like a concussive wave. If there's gas or a cloud or something right above, the rim, you can normally see when there's a big enough eruption or explosion or ash ejection. If it's forceful enough, you can see the air displacement. It's like as if a bomb goes off. You see the concussive wave of something like that. Well, the energy released in a volcanic eruption is very large, even compared to bombs, and so you see, with a lot of these, you'll see very large shock waves propagate through whatever's above it. Okay, we'll look at the C camera. That'll be pretty telling as far as ash being as far as the shockwave is concerned. So, and I usually give it about 10 seconds, so we'll give it 15 seconds, but 10 seconds with Sakurajima before you can see ash visibly. I mean, wow. Quite impressive. That this was in real time. What we just watched was in real time, and that it looks to me, someone who watches this enough to have seen a number of large ash ejections and eruptions and explosions and stuff, for this ash column to have gone so high, that went pretty quickly, and you can see some debris hitting down at the bottom. I mean, on the flank of the mountain, but at the bottom of the view here. Let's go back a little bit. Let's just watch that one more time and kind of... All right. The explosion occurs a little bit earlier. I mean, I think the initial one, it might have even just been, like, we might have even just seen it, but as soon as you see ash, you can see already this could be movement from, I guess, the shaking of dirt, or it could be things arcing out of the rim, like debris coming out of the rim. It's hard to tell. Yeah, you can see along the flank of the mountain here. Okay, let's move it forward a bit. I think you're starting to see little bits and pieces hit the flank more. Specifically that one right there. Like I said, you can see behind this initial that, you know, kind of this is already starting to spread, but you can see denser ash behind, and it's, you know, moving still. And this is a little later on. This is not the initial ash ejection. This looks like maybe something's still going on. So I've said in previous videos, if it looks really rigid and bumpy, like when we go and look at this initially, it's dark. It's really like, it's dark, it's rigid, it's bumpy. To me, that indicates like it's a dense cloud of ash and, you know, smoke and volcanic materials. And as it spreads out, it gets softer looking and less rigid and bumpy. It smooths out, but that can give you kind of an indication. Let's look one more time. The initial, like, look at how quick this happens, and you see some stuff shoot out, but look at how fast this part of it is moving. Like, within 10 seconds, it's already at the top of the screen here. Granted, this is a zoomed in, like, close-up shot. That's quick. That's very fast. We go 15 seconds back, it's just coming out, and then like 10 seconds and it's up to the top, basically. Okay, wow. So, very interesting. It's hard to see anything now as it spreads out. This is what I mean. It's smooth. It's not, you know, bumpy looking. No longer as dense as the initial ejection. I guess it's started about 10 minutes ago now. And it also, look at it. It's just a column, like, straight up. This has to be the largest ash ejection I've seen in months. Actually, there was something the other day. I'll say this. I think this is the tallest one that I've seen in months. There was one the other day that was... It looked like it put out a lot of ash. It just didn't look like it put it out as high vertically. You know what I mean? But it looked very spread out like this. Maybe the wind kind of picked up. But you know, the one that I'm kind of talking about that maybe could be this large is very, you know, like carried off the side along the flank, and there's just tons of ash going down the side of the mountain. You know, I said it once, I'll say it again, and this is generally going to be my thought. I would not want to live down at the flank of a volcano, or, you know, I think that this is probably within the caldera of the super volcano, the complex that is a super volcano. So it's kind of, it's not a very comfortable thought for me, but yeah. So yeah, you can see it's going up, and it actually gets past the top of the camera view, and then it pushes down. So not exactly sure if it's not exactly sure what happens there, but I think it probably, if there was no interference, it probably would have gone a bit higher. Looks like it's done putting out new ash at this point, so we're almost 15 minutes into it. We're about 13 and a half minutes in. All right, let's watch. You can first see it at the 12-second mark on this. And let's see. Camera's a little laggy currently, but I don't know if it's just disappeared into here, or like whether we'd be able to see it or not as it reaches the top. You can see like more is coming out still this point in the ejection or in the eruption. Now you can see it to the top. Okay, so let's look at one more view. And go back here. So this is what I kind of meant. The last one was more like straight down like this and covered the side. You couldn't see the whole right side of the screen, but it didn't get as high as this one did. Though I think maybe this one was prevented from getting further up. It looks like it would have gone past the top of even this screen, which is at a decent distance, but that it was unable to because of, like I said, some kind of downdraft, or, you know, the wind starts carrying it away instead of allowing it to go straight up. See, there's some secondary stuff going on. So yeah, really just maybe like a large ash ejection. Let's see. This is the camera. I have this on a laptop that's sitting to the left here that I can see. And as I was running the benchmark, I could see, like, I looked over and I saw this, like that part right there, and I was like, oh, something's going on, because that went out fast. That was coming out very fast. And by the time it was here, I was like, all right, I'm canceling. The benchmark was running. I just canceled it and, you know, pulled up OBS, like recording software, as quickly as possible. This, I wanted to capture this. I think I'm going to put this on YouTube. So, yeah, wow. Quite an ash ejection. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and you know, if there's more activity like this, I'm going to make more videos for myself. And if there's something significant, it will also go on YouTube. But if it's not significant, I probably won't put it on YouTube. Yeah. Maybe we'll watch one more time on here, just to... I mean, look, specifically this portion, right, as it's coming out right here, right there. I mean, that's going so quickly. You have to imagine, like, this is a large mass, it's probably pretty weighty all together. So to be just pushed out that quickly, and you know, you have to think of the scale of this. Like, these are probably decently large boats compared to a person, and it's a mountain. So for it to just be up that quickly is, you know, it's impressive. It just requires a lot of force. Got a little mushroom cloud going on. All right. Well, that's going to be it. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let's see. Let me make sure I did capture this. Yeah, I didn't want to be I didn't want to have not been on the right screen and have to re-record all that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and like I said, if anything else happens that I think is worthwhile, I will make another recording, and if it's definitely worthwhile, I will also put it up on YouTube. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you have a blessed day, and until next time, later. Yeah.